I am at the office sorting out cleanly, freshly washed linens to save them for our next guest, making sure our little dust covers are on there that we change after. And I just saw the giant pile of school supplies, and it just touched my heart once again. So I wanted to throw in another quick thank you to everybody who has helped provide school supplies. We cannot wait to pack them and show you guys these incredible blessings that you guys have packed. It is just, it blows our mind, and it's something that we can't even fathom the amazing blessing that God has provided. So thank you again. We will make sure to show you guys the finished products of those. And we will also, I think I'm going to do like a price comparison and show you guys if the exact kit that we are able to give them, thanks to you guys, if the students were to buy that at like a typical store here out and about in the neighborhood, how much money you are saving the family per child. So I want to create that video for you guys as well, just so that you guys can see the incredible impact that it is to have these school supplies. But my heart was just touched. So I wanted to take a second to thank you. But I also wanted to take a second to film another OCC Q&A. So let me see what question I have on my list that has not been answered yet. All right, it says, how do children react to school supplies and hygiene products in their boxes? I understand that might be dependent on their economical situation, but I was just wondering, as a generality in your experience. So I will say hygiene items don't tend to be something that they're like, yay, hygiene items. However, multiple times I've also heard, like after the fact, how much of a blessing a certain item in terms of hygiene was. Almost every kid is excited to receive school supplies because it's something that they recognize the need of. Most kids don't necessarily recognize the need for the hygiene items, but the school supplies are always something that they are excited to get. Plus, they're always usually like brands and look slightly different than the ones that they're typically used to seeing. And so there's just like some novelty to getting school supplies because they look a little bit different than the ones they get here anyway. They also really recognize the need in the school supplies. And that's something that I know there's definitely excitement when they open. The most exciting thing, obviously, are the toys, but I will say there is definitely excitement when they get school supplies. I've never seen anybody like open their box and be like, oh man, I got a school supply. No, they're always excited to get them. Sometimes they're a little bit confused by the hygiene products because we do tell them, we're like, yeah, this is a gift. It's a gift from people that are thinking about you and want to show you Jesus' love. And then they open it. And if you've ever opened like socks on Christmas, you go, yay, it's a gift, but it's also socks. So sometimes you get like that, like awkward reaction of, what, there's socks in here too? But that doesn't mean that they don't appreciate them. I hope that makes sense. I did have one boy once come up to me with his washcloth, his socks, his underwear, and his soap. And he looks at me, he was probably about 14, and he goes, Profe, that's what they call us, professor. Profe, do you think that they think I'm dirty? And I was like, no. They just wanted to send you guys extra blessings, and that was one thing they had on their heart. So he was not offended. He didn't take it the wrong way, but he did look at it, and he was like, why is this in a gift? So I did have that reaction once, but again, it wasn't like a bad thing. It was not anything that was wrong. It made us both giggle, and he put it back in his box, and he enjoyed every little bit of that box. I can remember exactly who it was. I have his face and his name in my mind. I'm not going to share his name because we tried to keep some confidentiality for the kids, but that's something that came to mind as well. So short answer is they enjoy the items. They're definitely more excited about school supplies than hygiene items, and they're most excited about the toys, but they definitely appreciate all three of those categories. Hygiene's probably the lowest on their list, but what kid isn't that going to be the case? I don't know if that's the right way to say that phrase. What kid isn't going to have that same reaction? Like, hygiene is the least important for them, but it's also the most important as we think as parents. Like, it's super important for their health and well-being, but that's not the thing that's going to stand out to them in the box. So hopefully that makes sense. And we love you guys. Again, thank you for this incredible set of school supplies. Cannot wait to put them together and show you guys those school supplies very, very soon. So love you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.